Hello, hello. If you're online, let me hear you say yeah, yeah. Don't mind me, guys. I'm being very silly right now. So I'm just gonna take like 1 minute, 2 minutes to wait for you guys to join me online right now, and then we can continue with today's hey. To you, the first subscriber or first viewer that just joined my YouTube live, you're absolutely welcome. Special greetings and special shout out to you. So I'm just gonna wait for other people to join. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I was actually very hungry. I was eating popcorn, but then I said no. Let me wait for you guys to join me first before I continue with my popcorn. I hope you guys haven't forgotten that today is actually our Saturday YouTube live. So wherever you are, come online, come online, come online, guys. We have a whole lot to talk about today. Like, it's a lot to talk about. And you guys don't want to miss out today's YouTube live. As you can see from the title, guys, we're going to be talking about expectations versus reality, how to survive in Lagos State, Nigeria of God. So I put out a video yesterday, and I asked you guys to give me suggestions on topics you want us to talk about today. And one of you suggested how to survive in Lagos, and I thought, like, wow, this is something I've always wanted to talk about too. So I decided to talk about it today. Hello, Tosi. How are you? I hope you're good. So, guys, I don't know if you guys saw the news that was trending this morning. Kafi Karim, ex-BB Niger housemate, she lost her brother very early this morning, and it was really, really sad. It wasn't just the good news at all. It was really, really sad. It really affected me somehow. It's not like I'm related to Kafi in any way, but um I could relate because I've shared with you guys on my channel before about how I lost my eldest brother. So when I saw the news about Kafi's brother's death, it really, really shook my core. And the way he died, oh my God, like, it's not just nice at all. According to the news I saw, Kafi's brother um was 20 years old. You guys can hear me now. So Kathy's brother was 20 years old, and a young man just returning from the supermarket went to get some groceries, and that was how he was shot down dead. So guys, this is really sad news. This is really, really sad news. And I'm just praying that God gives her the fortitude to to go through, to pull through this period, because it's not going to be easy for her at all. It's not going to be easy for her at all. I mean, till date, I still haven't found closure on the death of my brother. So you can imagine. And Kathy has always said that she's very, very close to her brothers. So I don't know. I just pray that God gives her the strength, gives her family the strength to pull through this period. So guys, please, I know for those of us who belong to one fan camp or the other, this is not the time to actually troll or drag anybody, or even Kathy for that matter. She needs all the love and support that she can get at this time. She needs all the positive energy that she can get. And I deliberately put out a message on Twitter this morning addressed to Jackie, and I'm like, if Jackie Venture mentions Kathy's name in next week's BB Nigeria reunion show, I'm going to dedicate one whole video to drag her and drag her and drag her, because and I know that the shows are already pre-recorded, but then I believe that African Magic and BB Nigeria, the organizers, multi-choice, all of them, they should be very, very more sensitive at this period and reasonable enough to edit and cut off all those parts that people are going to be trolling Kathy, because at this point in time, this is not the time to use anybody's name for highlights or use anybody's name to draw TV ratings and traffic. Kathy is going through a lot at the moment, and Anybody that's going to try to use a name right now to trend, then that person is a big fool. Yes, I said it. Anybody that's going to try and call Kathy names now, oh, she's a snitch, she's a snake, she's a this and that, Venita, Jackie, Mercy, all of them, if any of them do not allow wisdom to control their lives, then they are big fools. So at this point in time, my expectation is they should be more reasonable and understand that Kathy just lost someone, and at this point in time she does not need that kind of energy. And more importantly, this message is for multi-choice and African Magic. I know all the shows are pre-recorded. Any part of the show at this point in time where, oh, somebody is dragging Kathy or the other, I feel like it would be more sensitive of them to just cut off those parts, edit all of those parts out of their recordings. Please, Kathy needs to find closure. So I believe she doesn't need all the kind of negativity at this point in time. That said, my God, um uh I was just gonna say that I just gonna give like 1 minute of silence to Kathy's loss. So if you guys care to join me, you can just, you know, stay mute. Let's just experience and observe this 1 minute of silence in honor of Kathy's late brother. Okay, so may his young and gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Okay, guys, that said, I just want to officially welcome all of you to my Saturday YouTube live. Where are you guys? Like, why am I seeing just 13 people here? Okay, guys, officially, once again, you're all welcome to my Saturday YouTube live. Today, we're going to be talking about how to survive in Lagos State, Nigeria. Yes, I'm currently based in Lagos State. I was born in Lagos State. I was raised in Lagos State. So I have had a lot of experience in this state. And I feel like I am in a very good position to actually share with you guys how it is and how it feels to live in Lagos State. So if you're one of those people that is not based in Lagos State, or let's say you are in one part of Nigeria, or maybe you are abroad and you are thinking about relocating to Nigeria, and your dreams state to set up your home is in Lagos State, then this video is definitely for you. If you are schooling in any other part of Nigeria or any other part of the world, and you are thinking about relocating to Lagos State because they've told you that Lagos State is a land of greener pastures, please, this video is for you. If you are one of those people that is looking at that dreams big, and possibly a lot of people must have told you that, oh, Lagos State has greener pastures, Lagos State is, you come to Lagos State and then you are made, you meet people, you make money, this video is for you. And I just want to let you guys know that all what I'm going to be sharing in this YouTube live about surviving in Lagos State is based on my personal experience, and also experience of other people around me, and also based on things that I have seen, things I have heard, things I have witnessed, first-hand account, first-hand information. So that said, guys, I'm going to start talking now. But before I jump into the whole Lagos State gist, I want to say hello, Pop Salt and Culture. Yes, you made it. I am super excited you're able to join my YouTube live today. Alicia, what's up? What's up? I presume you're female. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube live. All right, guys. Now, before I continue into talking about how to survive in Lagos State, I just want to break some misconceptions. There are some myths that people have about Lagos State, that people over time, that was what deceived them into coming to Lagos State and stuff like that. So I need to break those myths. Now, the first myth is that Lagos State is the land of dreams, just like America. That's number one. That's one myth. Then the number two myth is if you're living in Lagos State, you're a big boy or you're a big girl. That's number two myth. I don't know if you guys really understand the meaning of myth, but myth is like something that people have over time speculated, and then all of a sudden it becomes their own reality. So they just make it into sort of like a reality. Oh, that this is it, that is that. That's the best way I can actually explain that. Yeah. So those are the two misconceptions that people actually have about Lagos State. Okay, now I'm going to talk about those misconceptions. Now, expectations when you hear those myths is that, oh, when you come to Lagos State, you're going to hit it big, you go blow, you go make money, you go become big, you go become large. But guess what? It is not always the case. It is not always the situation. Then the second myth is that if you, once you land Lagos State, you are going to be a big boy or a big girl, or once you land in Lagos State, you're a big boy or a big girl, or once you are born and raised in Lagos State, you're a big boy and you're a big girl. That is absolutely false. Yes. And this brings me to the part where I have to let you guys know that in Lagos State, there are two classes of people that live in Lagos State. No, let me not say two classes. I think let me say three classes of people. And it will shock you that the third class of people that are based in Lagos State, they have the highest percentage in Lagos State more than the other two classes. Now, the first class of people in Lagos State are the rich of the rich, the very, very wealthy people. These people are those people that you find in Banana Island, Ikoyi, Lekki, and Victoria Island, Lagos. Ikeja GRA used to be a part of this group, but Ikeja GRA is old money. Apapa, Lagos, where we have the Lebanese ports, it used to be a part of this group, but they are no longer a part of the group because it is old money. And old money is not that old money. The old money there has not really evolved, you know, it's just stagnant money. Okay. um yeah, thank you, Dorcas. Thank you very much, Dorcas. Barinua Unwi Koga. Hey, wow, I love the way you spelled my name. Glory. Thank you so much. I love that. Soul Creations. Hi. Okay, guys, so as I was saying, I hope I'm making sense already, guys. If I'm making sense with everything I'm saying, please, I need your feedback. Give me feedback in the comment section below. I want to know if I'm making sense with you. What's up, Dupe? Dupe is in the house. Everybody say yay, yay. Oh yeah, Pop Sauce and Culture said facts. Thank you very much. So I know I'm making sense right now. So let me continue, guys. Now, as I have said, that there are three classes of people in Lagos State. Now, I remember back then when I was in university and I did government as a subject, and in class back then, they taught us about the proletariat and the bourgeoisies. That was what my teacher called it. So you let us understand that the bourgeoisies are the rich people of the society, while the proletariat are the people that are not very rich. Now we have a similar situation in Lagos State. It's just that Lagos does not have only those two classes. Lagos has three classes. Now, as I have said, the bougie people in Lagos, they are those people that live in Banana Island. By the way, Banana Island is the most exclusive environment or location to get a house in Lagos State. I'll give you how an example of how expensive Banana Island is. When I started looking for apartments, I decided to go and check for Banana Island. Guys, to get a BQ, boys quarter in... Sorry guys, someone actually called me. So, inside Lekki, 1.5 million can get you a room and parlor self-contained. That is how expensive Banana Island is. Okay? So guys, the bougie people in Lagos State, they're the people that live in Banana Island, Ikoyi, Lekki, and VI. Now, when I talk about Lekki, we have two types of Lekki. We have Lekki phase 1, and then we have Lekki Aja, we have Lekki Lakowe, we have Lekki Badore, we have Lekki Magungi, we have Lekki Shongotedo. So some people will tell you, oh, I live in Lekki, and then you don't know that they're actually telling you that, oh, they actually live in Lekki Aja. So I'm not talking about Lekki Aja. I'm actually talking about Lekki phase 1, like inside the heart of Lekki. And then there's Victoria Island. Victoria Island is old money, but houses over there, properties are being restructured and renovated. So more money is being added. So in Victoria Island, you can't even see a big queue to rent, first of all. In Victoria Island, before you see a room and parlor to even rent, that's another sweat. Yeah, and a room and parlor in Victoria Island will cost you nothing less than probably 1.5 million or 2 million. Okay, guys. So I'm just telling you the location where these really really bougie people live. Now I'm not saying that on the mainland you will not find bougie people. We have bougie people over there, okay, but most of the people that live on the mainland, we can call them middle class people. Now that is not to say that we do not have middle class people that are actually living on the island of Lagos. These places are first mentioned. Ikoyi Banana Island is inside Ikoyi Banana Island, Lekki, VI, yeah. They are they are a mix of the extremely wealthy people and then the sort of middle class wealthy people. Okay, now that's the first class of people we have in Lagos State. Now the second class of people we have in Lagos State are the middle class people. Okay, now the middle class people, they are they are also wealthy, but they cannot 100% afford the lifestyle of the people that actually live inside Banana Island. I can attest to that fact because I have actually experienced both of the worlds. I literally lived the most part of my life on the mainland of Lagos. So I know how extremely cheap things are. So I'll give you for instance now. I currently live in Lekki on the island of Lagos, so I can tell you how it is. And by the way, I just got back from doing my grocery shopping. Like I had to stock my house with all I need, and I was really pissed at some points because most of the things I bought during my shopping, the prices are just hiked up all of a sudden. I was just so ridiculous. But I'm trying to console myself that okay, it's because Nigeria has currently still not opened her borders, for business with the outside world. So what supermarkets are doing now is they're adding prices to everything, inflating all the prices. So on the mainland of Lagos, if you can get, let's say for instance, this bottle of water for 15 naira, if you come to the island of Lagos, you get it for 115 naira. So it's always like 100% addition to things that you can get, on for cheaper prices on the mainland. You get it times two the price on the island. Now guys, that is the second class of people that we have in Lagos. Now the third class of people that we have in Lagos, there are the extremely wretched people. Wretched in the sense that these people sleep under the bridge. These people, they they are homeless. Literally, they are homeless. Yeah, they are homeless. It's so bad that they live in the shanty squalor areas of Lagos. Yes, you see most of those people that live inside Makoko on the mainland, that build their houses on top of water. They want to shower, they want to poop, whatever they want to do, they do it inside the water. People like that lives inside the intimate, intricate areas of the mainland of Lagos. Yeah, that is the third class of people that they can't even really afford a comfortable lifestyle on the mainland of Lagos. So that's the reason why I classify them under that group. Okay, so how did I get to this point explaining all of this? Yeah, I'm trying to let you guys understand that when people tell you that, oh, when you come to Lagos you don't blow, you need to first of all in your mind ask yourself, which class of people do I want to belong before I tag myself as a big boy or a big girl that's has blown. Okay, because the blow where person where they live for Banana Island won't blow, it's different from the blow where person where they live for inside let's say Kirikiri. It's different from the blow where the person they blow. There are two different kinds of blow. And then the blow where person where they sleep on that bridge for Lagos is different from the blow where this other two class of people they blow. The average man or woman in Lagos State that sleeps under the bridge, the only major concern they have at that point is where will their next meal come from. They are not even thinking of how to buy the next Porsche car. They are not even thinking about how to travel abroad. They are not even thinking about all those plenty things as I am right now. Thank God for my life. I am thinking about, oh, how am I going to get this, how am I going to buy chicken and fried chicken to eat with my noodles. The average man or woman that is living under the bridge of Lagos or sleeping inside the market after the market has closed, they're not even thinking about all of that. Their priority at that point that they are thinking is, oh, my safety. Oh, how am I going to feed? Oh, how am I going to eat? This is not to say that the people that are actually wealthy in Lagos are not thinking about their security. They are thinking about it, but not so much as the person that is sleeping under the bridge. For them, they have that capacity to actually provide their own provisions of security. They have that capacity to do it. But the average man and woman in Lagos does not really have that luxury to provide that kind of security for themselves. So at that point in time, the average man or woman in Lagos State that belongs to the lower class of people that exists in Lagos State, it is only God that is their security. They cannot afford to pay a police or all these military people to take care of them. Now, that said, I think I have been able to demystify the two major myths that we have in Lagos State. Okay, I remember, guys, I said that if you are planning on coming to Lagos State, to relocate to Lagos State, you're planning on, oh, when I finish university, I'm coming to Lagos State to come and work, you need to definitely ask yourself, which class do you want to fall under? I'm gonna pause and then read your messages, and then I'll continue. So Dollar Singh Dollar said, may his soul rest in peace, and may God console his family. Yes. Shamofa, hey Glory, what? Oh, it's raining here in Nairobi, Kenya. Ice rain. Okay, thanks for joining, Trey. So Creation says your point. Thank you very much. Alicia said, is that renting or buying? That is actually renting, no, not buying, no. To buy house in Banana Island of Lagos, you are spending nothing less than, let's say, from like 80 million and above, and it depends on the number of rooms in the house. Tremofan said, Glory, let me ask you what has happened to Kafi's brother. Okay, I mentioned it at the beginning of this video, guys, that Kafi's brother was actually shot on his way home from buying groceries, and his brother is our brother is just 20 years old. So please, let's be nice. Let's be nice to Kafi this period. She needs all the love and support that she can get. Now, guys, let me continue about how to survive in Lagos. I think I've been able to create like a foundation for this conversation. Okay, and guys, don't forget, as usual, as I talk, feel free to drop your questions. If you have any questions, you have any contributions, you have any thoughts as well that you want to share with me, go ahead and do that in the comment section below, and I will definitely respond to you. But let me continue regardless. So, as I said, coming to live in Lagos, you need to put all these things into consideration, before you come into Lagos. Now, if you are somebody that is a student and you let's say you just graduated from university and you want to relocate to Lagos because you feel like, oh, when you come to Lagos you're going to get a job, you're going to easily get a job, you're going to be earning very, very high. Now, I need you to prepare your mind. Now, this advice is not just going to someone that's just like a fresh graduate, okay? I'm also talking to people that you are living abroad and you're planning on relocating back to Nigeria, and you're thinking about setting up your home or your business in Lagos State. These are some of the things that you need to put into consideration. So, you need to first of all ask yourself, will I be able to afford the lifestyle of living big, or will I be able to afford a moderate lifestyle? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. Okay, and the reason why you should ask yourself these questions is because the lifestyle, the cost of and standard of living on the mainland of Lagos is way, 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 way cheaper than the standard of living on the island of Lagos. So you need to put those two things into consideration as well. Now, how to survive in Lagos? Let me now get to the crux of this conversation. All what I've been saying earlier is just to create a foundation for what I'm going to say. So whatever I'm saying right now, guys, think of it in that way, that okay, these people belong to this class, people belong to that class. Okay. Asma Zakari, hello, you're welcome to my YouTube live. Eka Simon Ebasua. Hello. I think this is the first time I'm actually seeing your comment on my YouTube live and on my channel. So if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. You're welcome. Dupa says you can't get 80 million home easily in Banana Island unless it's 2-bedroom home. There are 350. Oh yes, Dupa, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. It's, in fact, Banana Island is so outrageously expensive. So if God has blessed you and you're looking for that exclusivity, because Banana Island is for people that want to live an exclusive lifestyle, they love that privacy. The place is so guarded. You can't even go into Banana Island if the person that you're going to see does not give you their own security code. And guess what? The security code used at Banana Island, they change it like every 3 hours or every 4 hours. That's how secure that place is. On 3 occasions I've gone to visit people there. Guys, I have to keep on calling for them to send me a code. Okay, so that's how it is. So Dupa is completely correct. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, how to survive in Lagos. First things first, you need to decide and ask yourself, and also answer that question for yourself: what am I looking for in Lagos? Yes, if you were born and raised in Lagos, then you possibly must have experiences about these things. But then the funny thing on the flip side is that it is not everybody that was born and raised in Lagos that actually knows what I'm about to tell you guys. I was actually born and raised in Lagos, and then at some point I left Lagos State and went to another state to school, and I wasn't back in Lagos State until 5 years later. Okay, but I spent the most part of my childhood, my teen years, my adults and my adolescent years in Lagos State. So I left Lagos at the age of 21, and I didn't come back until I was on and off on just one occasion, and I didn't come back until the age of 26. So you can imagine there's like a 6 years gap, but coming back at the age of 26, I was able to realize that, oh my God, I've actually been in this town for so long, and I didn't really realize that this is how things work over here. Now, as I said, how to survive in Lagos. Number one, ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle am I looking forward to having? Okay, what am I looking for? What do I want? What am I hoping to achieve living in Lagos State? And the reason why you should ask those questions, the reason why you should ask yourself those questions, is the reasons I gave you guys at the beginning of this video. I told you guys that there are 3 classes of people living in Lagos State. Okay, now if you want to survive in Lagos, you need to select the class that you want to belong to, because the truth is you cannot mix up the classes together. If you mix up the classes, you will get it all wrong. Alicia said, Blessing Anthony, hi, you're welcome to my YouTube live. Eka Simon, I've actually mentioned your name, but I'm mentioning your name again. Hi. Blessing Anthony, I am fine, thank you very much. Alicia said, can you break down the monthly budget of Banana Island versus mainland? Okay, I'm coming to that, okay, so that I don't derail and forget most of the things I want to say. Let me just take it one step at a time, okay? But I cannot break down the monthly budget of Banana Island because I only visited there on 3 occasions, so I don't live there, okay? But I can give you the monthly budget of Lekki, because Lekki is also on the island, okay? So I can give you that budget, and compare it to the budget for mainland, because I've lived on the mainland as well. Soul Creation said you didn't mention VGC. Okay, I did not mention VGC because VGC is not part of Lekki, and VGC homes are very, very cheap compared to what we have inside Lekki Phase 1. So that's why I did not mention VGC. There's even Chevron. There's even Nikon Town. Nikon Town also has very expensive homes too, okay? But you can compare it to inside Lekki, Ikoyi, and VI and all of that, okay? Aka Simon said, I'm not new on this channel, though. I've been following you since Bimbi Niger. You've been following me all this while, and this is your first time commenting. Wow. Anyways, I'm super excited that you took out time to comment. Thank you very much. Olamide Joseph said, this program is really helpful. I'm happy joining your live program. Thank you so much. You're absolutely welcome. So guys, let me continue so that I don't forget. God, I don't know why I feel like I'm just going back and forth. Okay, guys, so let's focus. Guys, go ahead, drop your questions, drop your comments. I will attend to them. But Let me just take out time to explain what I want to say so I don't forget. So, guys, as I said, first tip on how to survive in Lagos, okay? First of all, ask yourself what you want to achieve. Ask yourself what you're looking for, because you definitely need to know what you are looking for so that you will be able to place yourself in the right class. Now, if you do not ask yourself that question, you will come into Lagos State, and then maybe things will be hard for you, or maybe things will be easy for you, and then you'll be asking yourself, hey, now let me they suffer. But then what you don't understand is you did not prepare your mind before coming into Lagos State. So you need to first of all prepare your mind, okay? And even if you already live in Lagos State, I think that that's a very imperative question you should ask yourself, so that you don't miss your way, so that you don't miss your opportunity, so that you don't miss road. Okay? Now, that was the mistake I made when I grew up to have sense and be aware of myself as an individual that wants to make it big in life. I did not realize immediately that on the mainland where I was born and raised, I didn't realize that that was not actually the rich part of Lagos. In my head, because my parents were able to afford a comfortable standard of living for I and my siblings. In my head, I felt like, oh, we are very rich, because my dad used to work in a bank. He was an accountant. So I felt like, oh my god, we're very rich. My dad comes back from work, he gives us money to buy coke, buys us biscuit. At that point in time, I felt very lucky and favored, and I was indeed, because there were people that could not even afford what my parents could actually give to me. And then it was when I started living. No, it was when I was serving, when I was doing my NYC, that I encountered some people that were actually living on Banana Island in Lagos. That they were like, "Oh, Glory, where did you spend your last summer?" And I'm like, "What is that?" They're like, "Oh yes, where did you spend your last summer?" "Oh, I and my parents went to Florida in the USA, and then we went to have fun." And I'm like, I don't understand. Is it that every summer you people take like a family vacation? Like, yeah, it's actually important. We actually go to Florida. Sometimes we go to Canada. Sometimes we just travel around the world, so that we can bond, so that we can have some family time. And I'm like, my dad never took us on a summer vacation because he could not afford it. They were like, "Are you serious? Oh my god, you should have told your dad to take you on summer vacation. Oh my god." And when they would go on like that, I would ask myself, like, oh my god, wait, oh. So me now, on Christmas Day, we'll wear clothes, we'll go and see our uncles and our aunties. And then in my head, I was thinking that I was actually a big girl. I was actually living large. But then I didn't know that on the other side of the mainland, there's another world entirely different from the world that I was used to. And then I realized that, wow, there's actually a big margin. And the margin is so invincible, because the mainland of Lagos is very big. The island of Lagos is not as big as the mainland of Lagos. The mainland of Lagos is so big, sometimes you can even get lost even trying to locate a particular place. Okay? So, what happened was, when I grew into that self-realization, I started working so hard, and I was telling myself, no, I have to experience, this other world of Lagos. Okay? And currently living on this other side, I realized that, oh my god, there's actually so much that I've actually missed in my life. I have to actually make up for and catch up for, and I am working towards it. So guys, that's why I said that the first tip for you to survive in Lagos is, you need to first of all, identify what class you want to belong to, okay, so that you don't get frustrated easily. Because as much as Lagos has a lot of opportunities, Lagos can easily frustrate you. I am a living testimony. Lagos can easily frustrate you. Now, the second tip on how to survive in Lagos is, you need to sabi waka. Hey god, guys, if you're one of those people that like staying indoors, you like staying inside your house, you don't like going anywhere, the only thing you do is you go to office, you come back, you stay inside your house, I swear down, life will just be passing like this. You will just be like this. All those movies that they will show you time lapse, like somebody will just be here and things will just be happening, and a person will be here. That's what's going to happen to you. In Lagos, you need to be able to go out a lot. You need to be able to waka, explore, check around you. Because guys, when people tell you that Lagos has a lot of opportunities will not come and knock on your door. You see all those guys, trust me. all these wise sayings and stuff that people tell you about, that they will tell you that, oh, when opportunity comes knocking on your door in Lagos State, opportunity does not come and look for you. You have to go out there before you even see the opportunity, because guess what, Lagos is congested. I think as about last year, the population of Lagos, I think it's about 15 million. I don't know if anybody can confirm that. Please go ahead and confirm that on Google. Lagos is so congested. Everybody is a hustler in Lagos. Everybody is fighting for one thing or the other. People are crazily looking for how to make it big in Lagos, and people are not even stopping. People are not taking a break. It is only in Lagos State that you will go to bed around 2 a.m. in the morning, and you'll see people are still roaming around. So people, that is when they are just coming from their daily hustle and they are rushing home because of traffic. And then 4 a.m., people are out there again on the road, on the express, on the highways. They are going to their daily hustles. So in Lagos, guys, I can proudly tell you, or confidently tell you, that most Lagosians, or should I say 50% of Lagosians, they only have 2 hours sleep a day. Confirm it from anybody that has experienced this kind of struggle that I'm telling you about. Most Lagosians, 50% of Lagosians, they have only 2 hours sleep in a day. And if you ask those people, what are you looking for? They're like, I know come Lagos can't count bridge. Oh. That is the word they will tell you. I know come Lagos can't count bridge. Because trust me, if those people do not hustle the way that they are hustling, from being in the middle class, they are going to drop till they get to the lower of the lowest class of people that actually live in Lagos. So people have to double their hustle. People have to go out, go out all the damn time. Now, I'll give you a for instance. My younger brother, because he's the last born, I'm 6 years older than him. I think you guys saw him on my live last week Saturday. He was really spoilt. When my dad was alive, my dad pampered this guy to silly. Like my mom, even when he was in university, because he's still in university, when he recently joined, he's in his final year now. In his first 3 years in university, we were babying this young man. Like we're giving him things, money, we're giving him everything. Like this guy was so relaxed, because for him, there was no need for him to struggle. And then when I think there was a time there was strike, ASU strike and stuff, and then he came back to Lagos, and I told him that, come guy, I will not give you money again. At least at this point in time, you are like 21 or 22. You should be able to hustle for yourself, So do you know what he did? He started going to factories. He will go to a factory. He will stay outside the gates of a factory, and maybe when one of the managers are going into the factory, they'll be like, hey young man, what are you looking for? Sir, I'm looking for a job. What can you do? Can you carry boxes? What can you do? Can you do this? Can you do that? Oh yes, I can do it. Oh yeah, come inside. That automatically the guy got a job. And I think he was able to do that job for like 3 months, and he was able to make some money before going back to school. So this is basically what I should say 50% of people in Lagos do. Because you see all those white collar jobs, all those dream jobs, all those jobs with multinational companies that people tell you about, that, oh, if you come to Lagos, you will just get a job. You will just get a job with one big conglomerate. You will just get a job with one big multinational company. It's only a very few percentage of people that are actually lucky or favored to actually get that opportunity. On the most side, most people in Lagos State, they are business hustlers, they are traders, they are just hustling people. Yeah, they are hustling people basically. Lagos is so rowdy. Lagos is so rowdy. We have so many hustling people. It is just a few percentage of people that actually have like white collar jobs, like very good and high paying white collar jobs in Lagos. It is not everybody in Lagos State that has white collar jobs. So please, if you were lost in that bubble, come back into reality. Okay, so I think I've given you guys the second tip. So the first tip is place yourself in a class and understand how to grow yourself in that class. Otherwise, you're going to get easily frustrated. Now, the second tip I gave is, what did I say? You cannot stay inside your house and expect opportunities to locate you. You definitely need to go out there and meet those opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere in Lagos, but you definitely need to go out there so that you can actually be identified by those opportunities, or you by yourself can actually identify those opportunities. Now, the third tip on how to survive in Lagos is, guys, I know this one is going to sound very tricky, but try not to how do I'm trying to put it in a very mild and gentle way. Try not to want to be. That's just the best way I can put it. Try not to want to be. I know a lot of us are actually familiar with the term wanna be, wanna be, wanna be, but a lot of us don't really understand how it works here. In Lagos State, we have a lot of wannabes. 1 second, I need to take my water treatment. I hope you guys also have your water that you're drinking. So as I was saying, guys, okay, before I continue to that number 3 point, let me read some of the comments here. Blessing Anthony said, nice one, Glory, interesting, thank you very much. Ego Cow, hey, welcome to my YouTube live. Hi. So he said summer in Nigeria or where? Summer abroad though. Summer abroad. Yeah. Trey said the topic today is for Nigeria alone. Although it's good to hear so that one can know even from far. Oh yes, definitely. Because one day, even if you're abroad, you might be thinking of how to come to Lagos for a visit or relocate to Lagos. So you should be listening to this as well. It's called Wakazugbe. Yes, so Wakazugbe, you need to waka waka in Lagos. You cannot stay inside your house and expect good things to come to you. Go out there and, meet opportunities. Lexington Raymond, hello. It says interesting topic. Thank you. Ego Cow said the 1% of the 1% of Lagos. Do you belong here? I do not understand your question, Ego Kyle. Could you break it down and explain it better for me, please? Ego Kyle said wannabes. Yes, wannabes. Yeah, don't try to be a wannabe in Lagos. That's my third point. Dupa said Lagos population as of 2020 is approximately 15 million. Density is 12 total. The world. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I need to tell my neighbor that because my neighbor actually told me 15 million. So thank you very much. Sly's opinion said, what exactly is considered as white collar job in Lagos? I mean, terms payment. Okay, so I'm going to answer your question before I continue into the conversation. Sly's opinion. Now, a white collar job is a job that people get working in a bank or in mostly a financial institution or a multinational company. It could be an oil company, it could be a media house, but as long as it's an organization that actually has an office, an organization that has an office and you have to dress corporate or possibly dress corporate casual, that is what is considered as a white collar job in Lagos. But in the earliest years, when I just grew up, when I was still a baby, mostly white collar jobs are jobs that you get with financial institutions, either a bank, either a university as a lecturer, either in a secondary school as a teacher. Those are white collar jobs. But these days, white collar jobs have been really, really watered down. So most white collar jobs now, people literally dress like the way I am dressing right now to the office. And companies that actually allow that kind of dress code are techie companies, media houses, radio stations. You see a lot of radio broadcasters, they don't even wear suit and tie anymore because they want to be comfortable. So they just dress really, really comfortable while going to the office. So I hope I've been able to answer your question. That is what a white collar job is actually deemed in Lagos State. Asma Zakari said you needed a with all of this talking. Oh, definitely. Water therapy is good. So, Lexington Raymond said, live modestly if you want to survive in Lagos. Absolutely. Live modestly. Christian Okechukwu said, hi, Glory. Hola. Hola. Hello. Olamide says, I was once in Lagos 3 years ago precisely, but went back to Ibadan because I don't have any idea about life in Lagos. I need to come back strong. Thanks a bunch. Yes, and I hope that today's YouTube live is going to actually give you all the heads up that you need for your major comeback to Lagos. So, guys, as I said, the number 3 point on how to survive in Lagos is don't ever try to be a wannabe in Lagos. See, as Lexington Raymond said, that if you show yourself anyhow, Lagos will humble you big time. That is just the best way to put it. Lagos is not a respecter of anybody. Lagos is not a respecter of anybody. The only person that I can say that get mouth in Lagos, that I know, maybe the other people that I don't know about, but the people that I actually know, there are people that are so wealthy that their wealth is not only founded in Nigeria, but they have wealth in high places. You know, they can just choose to do anyhow and behave anyhow in Lagos. And also, their wealth has also helped them to also have the amount of connection that is needed. Because in Lagos State, now who know who, or who get money, nine get mouth pass. So if you do not have any of those, and you are thinking of coming into Lagos State and you want to come and start living anyhow, trust me, you go run, go back to where you come from. Now, in other words, and simply put, by not trying to be a wannabe, what I mean is cut your coat according to your clothes. When you are thinking of coming into Lagos, or maybe you're trying to start off in Lagos State, you don't want to start spending too much at the earliest stage. I'll give you, for instance, you've been living in a place like Ibadan. Guys, by the way, Ibadan is one of the cheapest places to live in Nigeria. I have actually been there on several occasions, and now for Ibadan, now as you say, if you enter Okada 20 naira, go bank 20 freaking naira. Who dash you liver for Lagos? You cannot. Honestly, you cannot. You know, Ibadan is so vast and so rich in agriculture that you do not even have to spend too much. Now, the last time I went to Ibadan, a 3-bedroom apartment in Ibadan goes for 300,000 naira. Come to Lekki, 300,000 naira cannot even get you a very good apartment on the island, but it can get you an apartment on the mainland. Now, 3-bedroom apartment on the island of Lagos, it ranges from 3 million naira and above. But in Ibadan, you can actually get a 3-bedroom apartment for 300,000 naira. Okay, but the difference between Ibadan and Lagos is that Ibadan is sort of hidden. Even though Ibadan is like intertwined with Lagos, Ibadan is very, very hidden. Okay, so people would rather come and live in Lagos, where it's very, very obvious and things are very conspicuous in Lagos, than to go and live in Ibadan. Okay, now, the example I was giving is, let's say for instance you were living in Ibadan and you're like, oh, you're tired of the Ibadan lifestyle, so you want to come and live in Lagos. The first information I want to give you, brothers and sisters, is that if 500,000 naira used to foot your bills in a year in Ibadan, in Lagos, if you do not choose the class that you want to belong to, that 500,000 naira will finish in 1 month in Lagos. If you agree with me, say yes. If you agree with me, say yes. And that is a fact. And that is why the first point I gave is on how to survive in Lagos. You need to choose the class that you want to belong to. Okay? And I'm going to repeat this again. If you were based in Ibadan, or you were based in the north, okay, and 500,000 naira used to fund your lifestyle for an entire 1 year. I mean 365 days in a year, 12 months in a year. It used to actually fund your lifestyle. If you come into Lagos and you do not choose the class that you want to belong to, trust me, and you mistakenly put yourself in the high class of Lagos, that 500,000 naira, number one, it won't be enough for you to even get an apartment. It will not be enough to fund your lifestyle for 1 month. The average individual in Lagos State in a month spends nothing less than, should I say, 50,000 naira on transportation in Lagos State. Yes, the average individual in Lagos State. I'm saying average individual because average individual in my definition means somebody that takes public transport to work or to wherever location or destination they are going. I'm not talking about average individual that has G-Wagon or is always using Uber. I'm talking about average individual that uses transportation to work. Now, remember, aside the individual that has their own car, and not just one car, but has fleets of cars and even has a driver, There's the average individual that uses public transport to work, and then there's the individual that treks. So we have three means of transportation in Lagos. There's the Legady's Benz, the one that your leg will carry you to and fro where you are going. Okay? And I think there are witches and wizards too in Lagos, because some people literally don't even take any of these three means of transportation. They just appear and disappear, you know? But that's by the way, I'm just kidding. But guys, these are facts that I'm actually spilling to you, and if you are based in Lagos, I'm sure that you can actually definitely relate with what I'm saying. Okay, so that is why I said that the third point on how to survive in Lagos is, do not try to be a wannabe. Do not try to want to belong. Otherwise, it's going to wreck your finances. It's going to affect you mentally, psychologically. It's going to frustrate you, and it's going to make you feel like you're not just good enough to exist in Lagos State. Okay, so let me pause and read your comment, and then I'll continue what I was saying. Sly's opinion is asking, can one survive on 150k job in Lagos? You can survive on 150k job in Lagos if you choose the class of people you want to belong to in Lagos. On 150k job, you can rent an apartment on the mainland of Lagos. On the mainland of Lagos, you can get a room and parlor apartment for, let's say, 100,000 naira or 150,000 naira. And in my opinion, if you are earning 150k in a month, if you are saving, let's say 20,000 naira every month, or let's say 30,000 naira from your salary every month, put it in a savings account with your bank, or anyhow you want to save it. At the end of 1 year, you've been able to raise your house rent if you are living on the mainland of Lagos and you have a job that pays you 150,000 naira in a month. It can conveniently, maybe not 100%, but for a start, it can actually fund and foot your lifestyle, in Lagos. But if you're earning 150,000 naira in Lagos and you do not have any other form of income, you do not have any other hustle, you do not have any other stream of income, and you want to live on the island of Lagos, trust me, it will not fund your lifestyle. It will not take care of you. It's going to frustrate you. You're going to be constantly broke. And if you have family that you actually support financially, you're going to be frustrated because you will not even be able to take care of yourself, not to talk of taking care of your family. And the advice I always give to people is, when you are living in Lagos, the first thing you want to do every month, that if you're living alone in Lagos, the first thing you want to do every month if you're working is, you are first of all deducting your transportation. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people make that mistake of removing house rent first from their salary before transportation. But the truth is, that's a very huge mistake. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you do not remove your transportation fare to your work or to your place of hustle at the end of every month, tell me, how you go take go work? How you go take go work? So more can say you can't get house rent, you can't get house where they stay, and you can't get money where you go take pay your way go work. How you go take go work? So let's say they can't sack you, say, oh, you did not come to work for 2 days or 3 days because you don't have money to come to work. So you can't get house where they stay, but you can't get work where they do. Then at the end of the year, let's say you don't have another job, right? And your rent has expired. How are you going to pay the rent? So a lot of people make that mistake of, oh, at the end of a month, they collect their salary. The first thing you want to remove is house rent. No, the first thing you should be removing is transportation fare. And the reason is this. In Lagos State, cost of transportation to work or anywhere, cost of transportation in Lagos State is very, very unpredictable. It fluctuates. Today, when Agbero can wake up and say, I dey vex, my wife no give me food chop, so I won't come out today. From Oshodi to Lekki used to be 100 naira. Agbero go vex say na 200 naira now I won't collect. So if you do not prepare for it, it's going to affect you in a crazy way. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to remove your cost of transportation. And if your cost of transportation in a month is, let's say, 50,000 naira, you want to add an extra 5,000 naira to it, to prepare your mind for any unusual occurrence that's going to hike up the price. So guys, that's why I said you just need to remove your cost of transportation to your place of hustle first. Okay, now I'm not saying that your house rent in Lagos is not important. It is very, very important. In fact, both of them they are very important. But you secure your job first. Because the truth is, if you are homeless in Lagos, one way or the other, somehow, you will see help. You will see somehow, you will see somewhere you can squat. Okay? Now, that said, um, um, okay, Eagle Cow said that's the 1% of the 1% in Lagos, those people that run and own Lagos. Eagle Cow, I never reached that level yet. I would consider myself as being in the middle class because I can actually provide for myself. So I consider myself as being in the middle class. I'm not in the 1% of the 1%. People that are in the 1% of the 1%, like people like Tinubu, all those governors' children, all those rich people, possibly Yahoo boys, because those ones they're using their madness to control people's finances. So I am in the middle class. I'm still average. I'm still, you know, helping myself, and that's it. Would you? Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Dupami Wade says security and traffic congestion also determine choices of where to stay. Dupa, yes, security and traffic congestion, yes, absolutely. But where to stay in Lagos is also determined by your place of work. Now, for instance, when I was living on the mainland, I was working at VI. Now, VI and the mainland where I was living, it wasn't really far, but what was frustrating me the most was the traffic. So I had a lot of difficulties navigating my work and my home. So every day when I get back from work, I'm sick, I have a fever, I have a headache. So I had a friend as at that time who was also working on the island. So this person had to relocate to the mainland. Sorry, the person had to relocate from the mainland to the island. Okay. And what he did for that person was that the person was able to control their expenses on transportation. Remember, I said cost of transportation in Lagos, it's very unpredictable. One day it's high, one day it's low. Okay, so for the person to have relocated to the island from the mainland, the person was able to save more money. Okay, but then it works in another way. When you relocate from the mainland to the island, the money you are not spending on transportation, okay, you are actually going to be spending it on house rent. So that's how it works. Okay, and it's not like it's not good for you to relocate from the mainland to the island, but the only thing is that you are still going to be spending money because your transportation fare is not going to be channeled into paying house rent. But the good thing is the time and the stress that you spend in traffic, you might not possibly spend that anymore. But the truth is, traffic congestion never ends in Lagos. I live in Lekki. There are days that when I want to come out of my estate, the traffic that waits me, it's mad. And why is there traffic? Because of the toll gates. So traffic in Lagos, it never ends. And that's why there are people that I know that cannot survive in Lagos. There are people I know that just angrily relocated to Abuja because Abuja does not have traffic. So traffic in Lagos does not depend on where you live. Like whether you live on the mainland or whether you live on the island, or traffic will come and meet you anywhere you are. Even if you live inside Banana Island, that's very secure and very, very serene and very, very free, very good road navigation. The moment you come out and you enter Osborne Road, Ikoyi, or let's say you're trying to go and pass Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge, you can sleep there if there's traffic. So traffic in Lagos, it's like literally everywhere. And then talking about security, yeah, most people would rather live on the island of Lagos because it's not like it's 100% secure, but to some extent it's more secure than some areas of Lagos on the mainland. Yeah, so Dupe, I actually agree with you. Dupe said especially proximity to your place of work. Oh yes, proximity to place of work, yes. I think I also talked about that. um Miracle Chinyere, hi, you're welcome to my YouTube live. um Trey Mofa, what is wrong with Kathy? Okay, I actually mentioned that she lost her brother. Her brother was shot this morning. Yeah. So she just lost her brother. So Olamide Joseph said, I reside in Ibadan and only spend 5k TFE monthly. Are you kidding me? 5k only. Wow. Coming back to Lagos in 2017, I spent more 15,000 naira monthly with seeking a salary not up to 50k. I think going to Lagos requires adequate preparation. Exactly what I've just said. You know, Ibadan is one of the cheapest places to live in Nigeria, but Ibadan is not really visible to the world. Lagos is more visible to the world. Most of the time, when people live abroad and they say, "Oh, I'm coming to Nigeria, I'm visiting Nigeria," they are literally saying that they are coming to visit Lagos. Some people abroad actually think that Lagos is actually Nigeria. Some of them don't even know about Abuja. I have a friend that lives abroad. Like, this person has been coming to Nigeria for the past 15 years. This person has never been to Abuja. And I'm like, why haven't you been to Abuja? It's like, where is Abuja? I'm like, are you for real? You don't know Abuja? The person was like, no, where is that? Hey, my God. Like, are you serious? So there are people like that actually think, that Lagos is actually the Nigeria, and that's because Lagos is very visible. And that's why people say that there are so many opportunities in Lagos. But it's not so. Lagos is not the only visible state right now anymore, because Abuja is becoming more visible. A lot of other places like Port Harcourt too are becoming more visible. Calabar is now very visible because of the carnival that they always do every December period. Igor Cow said the cost of living in Nigeria in general is expensive, yet salaries remain stagnant. I see where people now pay rent or buy houses in foreign currency. Everything is double or even triple in pricing. Yes, the standard of living in Nigeria is actually very high, but the truth is that depends on the state. Remember, I told you guys I served in Adamawa State. When I was serving in Adamawa State, I was very rich. Yeah, I had a lot of money, and that was because something I would buy in Lagos for 5,000 naira, in Adamawa State I can literally buy it for, let's say, 1,000 naira. Adamawa State has a lot of food, so if you are based in the north things are extremely cheap. In Ibadan, things are extremely cheap. In Ogun State, things are extremely cheap. So it depends on the part of Nigeria that you are going to stay. Okay. If you are staying in Lagos, that's why. And Ego Cow, I think right now you just fall into the category of people that actually think that Lagos is Nigeria. No, the standard of living in Nigeria is high, but it is actually high in states like Lagos State. So in those states that I've just mentioned, the standard of living is not very high. Remember, I said in a place like Ibadan, you can literally get a 3-bedroom apartment for 300,000 naira. In Lagos State, not on the mainland though, but on the highland of Lagos, you can get 3-bedroom apartment from 3 million naira above. So generally, you cannot say that the standard of living in Nigeria is high. No, it is not general. It depends on the area, it depends on the location. And I said at the beginning of this live that even if you are living on the island of Lagos, there are different parts of the island of Lagos that are even more expensive. Now, inside Lekki or Victoria Island, you can get a 3-bedroom apartment for 3 million naira, 3.5 million naira, 4 million, 5 million. In Banana Island, to rent a 3-bedroom self-contained apartment, it starts from I think the last one I saw was 8 million for rent. For rent, you're not buying it for rent. So there's a lot of disparities. Okay, so that's how it is. Pop Soul and Culture said you definitely be upper middle soon. Although anti utopian capitalist system. The idea of lower class is just vulgar and shameful. Hopeful. Oh yes, 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 yes. But it is what it is. I mean, it's what actually exists on this side of the world. You know. So she said that bridge traffic is depressing. We need clean, reliable trains, water transport, and other reliable public transportation. So actually, if you go to Mao 2, you will see that Lagos State government for over 5 years now, they've been trying to construct a railway system. There's one at Yaba, and that one can literally take people to Ogun State and Ghana. It works perfectly. Um, the one at Mile 2, they're still working on it. So I don't know what the situation is about that, but I'm sure that if they're able to do it, then it will go a long way in helping people. The water transportation system as well is also very good. There's one under the Ikoyi Link Bridge. There's also one at I can't remember the place, but it's under the bridge there. It's actually working already. Um Deepa said they only go to their family on Fridays. Okay, many people have their personal home in mainland and leave their family in mainland while they rent a room on island close to where they work. Yes, exactly, exactly. And I was going to say that, especially people that live at God, where is this place? This place called guys, I can't remember the name of that place that is close to K2. All those places that is close to K2, that is close to like Beggar. Yeah, people that actually work on the island, what they do is they pack their clothes that they will use to work from Monday to Friday, and then they come. Some of them sleep in the offices, and some of them, even if they have that money, they rent like BQs, around there, so that they can actually stay there and work. Then on weekends they go back home to their families. So exactly, Dupe. Exactly. Standard of living is location specific. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Igor says Lagos is a mega city and it should require those facilities that suit a city. Lagos needs a good regulated transportation system and access railway system. Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, I think the Lagos state government has been working on this railway project for quite a while now. So I am being hopeful that very soon it's going to work out. Lexington Raymond said, Tremor said, Glory, I started knowing some names in Nigeria from you. Don't worry, very soon I'll come and tell you about all the states in Nigeria. I visited Ibadan for a week and it's a fun place to be at, especially the Amala and Gbegiri we take Ewedu. Oh yes, absolutely. Ibadan is actually a very fun place and it saddens my heart that they don't really have tourism there. The place is so invisible. I'm telling you, sometimes you almost don't even know that Ibadan exists, but they have a lot. And trust me, very soon the influx of people from other states to Lagos is going to reduce, because once people start becoming more comfortable with Ibadan being a mega town than Lagos, they are absolutely going to start trooping themselves down to Ibadan. Okay, let me pause here by replying you guys' comments. Guys, keep your comments coming, okay? I just need to continue and finish all the points about how to survive in Lagos. So I've given the first one, that the first point for you to survive in Lagos is you need to pick a class. Do you want to belong to the high class, the high class? Do you want to belong to the middle class, or do you want to belong to the lower class? Any of these classes that you want to belong to, you need to put in a lot of work. You need to work hard. And that brings me to the second point, that to work hard and to make it in Lagos State, you cannot afford to be staying indoors. You need to go out. You need to wakadugbe. You need to waka. And why do you want to waka? You need to get opportunities. You need to go out there so that you can encounter opportunities. Never you believe the saying that, oh, when opportunity comes knocking at your door. Opportunities does not come to knock on your door when you are inside your house. It is when you are outside that you're able to encounter opportunities. And guess what, guys? In Lagos, there is no such thing as comfort zone. Lagos is very uncomfortable for everybody. The only people that can boast that they are comfortable in Lagos are those people that have been able to make a life for themselves. So in Lagos, there is no such thing as comfort zone. So if you try creating a comfort zone for yourself where you become very, very complacent, then trust me, you're going to get easily frustrated. Now, the third point that I gave is, in order to make it in Lagos, try not to be a wannabe. A lot of people on social media will tell you, oh, fake it till you make it. Now, in some cases, it works. Okay? And you see the rule of fake it till you make it. It only works for people who actually have mastered the art. Sorry, guys, my battery is low. Okay. So you see the rule of fake it till you make it in Lagos State. It only works for people who have mastered the art and who have been able to get connected and who have been able to network themselves into the circle of those people that actually are the who is who in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, and that brings me to my fourth point. To survive in Lagos, you must be able to network. See, if you are a shy person, then Lagos is not for you. If you are somebody that feels too proud and pompous to go into a gathering and introduce yourself to people and let people know who you are and what you do, then Lagos is not for you. Lagos is not for the meek and humble. Lagos is, when I say humble now, I mean people that are too, too shy and too subdued to express themselves. Okay, now Lagos is for people that are very bold and confident and people that are risk takers. Okay, now talking about, you must be able to network. You can only network in Lagos if you go out, and that was, I think, my second point. Okay, now you need to be able to network. Now some people will tell you that, oh, in Lagos State, if you want to network, only network, let's say if you're a banker now or you are an accountant, they'll tell you only network people that are accountants. It's a bloody lie. It doesn't matter the career path that you are on. It doesn't matter what you studied in university. It doesn't matter your line of business. In Lagos State, you need to network with anybody that is everybody. I have a friend that told me that, oh, he has the phone number of the commissioner of police. He has the phone number of the IG of police. He has the phone number of one of the renowned doctors in Lagos State. He has the phone number of a lecturer in university. I mean, any sector you mention, this my friend has the phone number of a notable person in that sector. And one day I asked him that, come, are you a phone number collector? Why is it that anytime we are having a conversation and I mentioned that, oh, I wish I knew so person, be like, oh, you oh, that person, I know the person, like, dude, what's the deal, what's the tea? And he was like, listen, in Lagos State, you need to know people, and it is only people that know people that actually have access to so many doors. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. In Lagos, there are so many closed doors, and behind those closed doors, great things are happening. So if you do not network, if you do not know people in Lagos, a lot of things are going to be happening. You are going to be struggling. Let's say, for instance, you want to start a business, and in your mind, oh my God, I wish I can get investors. Oh my God, I wish I knew people that are willing to invest in my business, in my ideas. Guys, women, there are so many people out there looking for people like you that they want to invest in their businesses. But if you stay inside your house, or you are too shy, or you feel too reluctant or too relaxed, or you feel too comfortable where you are to go out there and meet people, then you will not meet those investors. Now, a subsection of this particular number 4 point, how do you network? Now, you can network in Lagos State in so many different places. You can network in church, you can network in mosque, you can network in school, you can network at wedding events, you can network at social gatherings. And guys, that is the more reason why you should not just be on social media for being there. If you're on social media, always look out for events. There's this platform called Eventbrite in Lagos. Okay, now it's not in Lagos anyways. It's an Eventbrite. It's a platform. They always outline events that are going to be happening in Nigeria. Okay, or you can simply type into Google events in Lagos today, events in Lagos this weekend, events in Lagos on Saturday. Just type it in on Google, or type it on social media, or this website I told you guys about. Check it out. They always outline, events that are going to happen, and so many places that's going to happen like that. There are so many events that are going to be free. There are so many events that are paid events. Now, my take is, go for those events, because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to meet. Trust me. Another thing I want to say, I know that a lot of you are going to take it the wrong way. A lot of you are very, very religious, and you're going to say that, oh no, glory is crossing the line. No, but I have to say it anyways. The fastest way for you to network, aside church, aside events, is in the club environment. You go to a club, or you go to a bar, or you go to a lounge, you can also easily network with people over there. And all it takes is for you to look presentable, dress very well, look very good, smell nice. When I say smell nice, take care of yourself, please, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wants you walking around with a bad breath and a bad body odor. So take care of yourself. Go out there, meet people, introduce yourself. Don't be one of those people. I go to a lot of bars. There's this lifestyle I fashioned out for myself anyways. One second, guys, I need to drink water. Water therapy. Water is life. So as I was saying, guys, there's this lifestyle I fashioned out for myself. I've always been an introvert, always staying indoors, not wanting to go out. But then I realized that, oh, Glory, you're a YouTuber. You need to go out there. You can't only be bold on your YouTube channel. You need to go out there. So I started going out, like maybe once or twice on a Friday. In a month I'll go out. And then you go to a bar and you see some girls, they'll just sit down and they'll carry phone. They'll now frown their face with one nonsense, smelly look. They're now like this. Like, what the hell? They'll just be frowning and they'll be on their phone, and they'll just be there. So the first question I always ask myself is, babes, what are you looking for? Why are you in that environment and you're just sitting there all alone and you're not doing anything? So guys, don't get me wrong, I understand that a lot of times people go out because they just want peace and quiet, but in the midst of that peace and quiet, there might be opportunities around you that you might not even know about. So what if you go out and you go out, and guys, there's this thing I always do. I have my complimentary card. So when I go out, I always go out with my complimentary card. Or I always go out ready to introduce myself. So it gets so funny that even when I go out and some men walk up to me and they want to toast me, okay, and they want to toast me, do you know what happens? As they are trying to toast me, I change the conversation into a business conversation. I start asking them questions like, oh, what's your deal? What are you into? What's your business? What's your line of work? And we go into an intellectual conversation. And then they're telling me, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do. And guys, let me not lie to you. With that method, I have met people. I've met people. I have met people. And guys, you also need to learn the art of being nice, okay, and courteous, just be nice and courteous, because you never know who you meet. So I don't want to dwell too much on the networking part, but guys, basically, if you're going to survive in Lagos, you need to be able to network. And how do you network? I've told you guys, search for events, research for events on Google, check on Eventbrite. Gosh, I'm giving people cheap publicity. I'm giving them free publicity. But anyways, it's all good. So guys, go on those websites, go on to Google, search for events that will be happening in Lagos and attend those events. And the good thing is that most of these events, they are not so expensive to pay for. Some of them are free events. Some of them you have to pay like 2,000 naira or 3,000 naira as attendance fee. When you attend those events, guys, please take a moment out of your busy schedule, out of your busy life, and create what they call a complimentary card. You need a complimentary card because most of the time, when you go out for events, there are different kinds of events. Some events, people are very, very social at those events. So when you go for those events and you're trying to network with people, they'll ask you, oh, what's your IG handle? Those are people that are very, very busy. There are some people that will ask you, oh, are you on LinkedIn? Some people will ask you, oh, do you have a card? Do you have a complimentary card? So you need to be fully prepared. Okay? So that said, that is my fifth, is it a fifth point? I can't tell, but that's another point on how to survive in Lagos. You need to be able to network. You need to look out for events where potential people that are that are how do I put it? I'm trying not to say worthy, but I'm saying where people who potentially can help enhance your career are going to be present. So you need to be able to go out and network. Okay? Stop staying indoors and wallowing in the frustration that Lagos actually gives to people on a daily basis. I can definitely relate, okay? But you staying indoors and licking your wounds is not going to do you any good. Now, that said, guys, I need to pause and attend to your comments and questions, and then we're gonna continue. Um, Lexington Raymond said, in the core north, things are extremely cheap. Not everywhere in the north. Abuja is north central and things ain't cheap. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's why I said in the north area. So I think the error I made was not saying the core north. So Lexington Raymond, thank you very much for that correction, in the core north. Okay. Abuja used to be cheap. Oh. I think it's just recently that Abuja started being very expensive, because I've lived in Abuja for like 3 years with my sister and her family, and Abuja was actually very, very cheap. You know, it's just recently that Abuja started being extra expensive. So, Dupe, Dupe, God bless you. You see this Ikorodu Magodo that you just mentioned? That was the name I was trying to remember. Yeah. Ikorodu Magodo, yeah. Those places are so far. Ikorodu is so annoyingly far. Honestly, so far. So people, as I was saying as at then, that people that live in those areas, they literally come and sleep in the office Monday to Friday, and then on the weekends they go back home. Some of them, they take the boat transportation that brings them all the way from Ikorodu to CMS or to Lekki. So Dupe, thank you very much. Hey Busayo Enyola, you're welcome to my YouTube live. I'm so happy to see that you're here. America Chinyere said Port Harcourt is expensive and there's no much job opportunities. Definitely, yeah. So I classified Port Harcourt, as one of those expensive cities to live in. Yeah, Port Harcourt is very expensive. Yeah, very, very expensive. In fact, I lived in Port Harcourt immediately after my secondary school education for 4 months with my sister that was in school over there, and Port Harcourt was just too expensive and things were really, really scarce. So Port Harcourt is similar with Lagos to in so many ways. Yeah. Um Odusi said, I am a living testament of being stuck in traffic for 7 hours from Yaba to the mainland. I nearly went mad that day. So frustrating. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And funny enough, I think I had a similar experience in March. That's March. I don't know if you guys remember, there was this mad ass traffic that started from 12 in the afternoon till 1 a.m. in the morning in Lagos. Guys, it was a standstill traffic. What happened though, nobody knows. And I think they said they were trying to fix the road that led to the airport, and that was how the traffic just started. So Dusis, I am so sorry you had to go through all of that. Pele, that is Lagos telling you welcome to my abode. So I can definitely relate, Ekpele. So Pop Salt and Culture says, pick a class. Oh yes, my sister, you have to pick a class. Trust me, if you don't pick a class in Lagos that you want to belong to, Lagos is going to play you rough and you won't be able to do anything about it. Okay. Lexington Raymond said 8 million for rent. Is the house made of an anti-nuclear bomb resistant material? Abi, is the cement different from the from the one used to make houses on the mainland? See, that's what I'm telling you. That to survive in Lagos, that was why I gave that point as my number one point. You need to pick a class. See, guys, don't get me wrong, there are people that can actually afford this lifestyle. If you're very, very wealthy, trust me, knock yourself out. Go ahead, do what suits you, or as my social media people will say, do you. Do you, absolutely. But if you cannot afford it, or you are just a startup, like someone that's just starting up a business, or someone that's just starting off in life, I will not advise you to go all the way. Let's say you were just relocating from abroad to Nigeria and you decide to live in Lagos. Don't allow people to deceive you, because people are very fast in deceiving you. They'll tell you, oh, you're just coming from abroad. People like you should live in places like Ikoyi, Banana Island, and you are relocating from abroad to Nigeria. And let's say you don't have a business in Nigeria. Trust me, not just try yourself, oh, because you see all that money that you've been saving. All these things I'm saying, guys, if you don't have other streams of income, don't be too fast to want to go and spend like half of your savings on getting an apartment in a very expensive place like that. Try starting from somewhere, okay, that's not too expensive, until you've been able to settle down, until you've been able to stand on your own 2 feet. Then you can now decide that, okay, I'm tired of this place, I can now comfortably afford, a very expensive house. Then you can now move. But if you move into a very expensive place at the start, or you live in a very, very expensive area of Lagos, it's going to really deal with your finances. Lexington Raymond said Amala is a tourist attraction. Of course. Dupamimade says, yes, Chinyere, the oil company issues have affected Port Harcourt lifestyle. Oh, yes, that's true. That's true. Pops on and Culture said, you need to know people for your own protection too. Wild but true. Loud it, sister. Some people do not understand this. Do you know that in Lagos State, it happens in any other part of Nigeria, but if you know people, if you're able to network with people, if you run into problems with the police, I'm sorry to say this too, but a lot of times, most of the problems that people run into on the highway in Lagos is problem with police. Once you have a contact in the police, once you have a contact in high places, or you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody in police, or that knows somebody that is a high figure in police, if you run into problem in Lagos State, trust me, all you need to do is one phone call. Oh, I know that man now, I know that woman now. Once you just make a call, balam, you're going scot free. So that is one of the reasons why you definitely need to know people in Lagos. That is one of the major ways to survive in Lagos. I think I've given you guys 5 points already. So number 6 point is, I think I've said don't be a wannabe, right? So the number 6 point is, don't be in too much of a hurry. Sorry. Don't be in too much of a hurry to don't be in too much of a hurry to live large. Please. For your own good. Because if you are in too much of a hurry and you are not content with what you have, okay, you see the way you rush, they go up. Now, so you go take a rush, bam, fall for grand. Seriously, guys, you guys might not really understand this, but trust me, I know of somebody that ran into someone that was very, very wealthy, and the person told this girl that, oh, you're a very fine girl, what do you want? She said, oh, I want an apartment. Where do you want the apartment? I want the apartment in Lekki. Okay, the person gave her a blank check and said, okay, go and look for any apartment in Lekki and come and let me know, I will pay for it. Now, sister has heard that, oh, people that live in Lekki, they are called big girls. People that live in Ikoyi, they are called bigger girls. People that live in so places, they are very big girls. My sister went, the person is not my sister, oh, I'm just saying sister. Now, sister went to go and collect an apartment of 1.5 million. Now, this person that went to go and collect apartment of 1.5 million, person does not have a job. Person does not have a job. The person does not have any stream of income whatsoever. Now, when you get an apartment of 1.5 million, let's say a room and a parlor, you have to buy furnitures, you have to put things inside the house. So this person spent like over 500k, putting things in the house. True to the guy's words, the guy paid for the apartment. They dated for 1 year. Oh, then during that 1 year, the guy was upset with the girl and stopped picking the girl's calls for like 3 weeks or 3 months or there, but I think 3 weeks. The guy stopped talking to the girl. And as at that time that the guy stopped talking to the girl rent come due. This is the point where I have to actually drink water. As I was saying, guys, it was at that point where the guy decided to quarrel with the girl. I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to see you. That was the point where the girl's rent expired. Landlord call, oh, sister no dey pick, sister no dey house, sister no just show face, sister don go MIA, you know. And it was a really, really crazy situation because I don't know what this person did to pay that rent, but I know this person did things to pay that rent, you know. So why do you want to put yourself under that kind of pressure when it's easily avoidable, you know? Because I actually had a conversation with this person that why didn't you at least go for an apartment of, let's say, 500K or maybe 700K because you want to be comfortable, but 1.5 million, that's actually a lot. You don't have a job, so how were you expecting to actually pay your rent, you know? People have different ways of surviving in Lagos, you know, but if you do not have different streams of income, do not be so much in a hurry to want to put yourself in under undue pressure by doing waiting too big for your hand to carry. If it's too big for you to handle, trust me, it will weigh you down, it will crumble you. It's crazy. So, guys, that said, that's my number 6 point. Do not be in too much of a hurry to make it big, because at the end of the day, it's going to make you do a lot of things that on a normal day you do not find yourself doing. It's going to put you in a very compromising situation. Yeah. And that's the reason why a lot of times you hear that some people are gay, some people are this, some people are as girls, or you see that, guys, do you know that even some married men in Lagos, I'm not supposed to say this, but I just have to say it anyways. Do you know that some married men in Lagos, they are actually gay to their bosses, like their bosses are men. So just because, you know, they want to maintain that high standard of lifestyle that they have, they actually are gay partners to their bosses, just so that they'll be getting extra cash, extra perks. And I'm like, what happens to just being content with what you have? What happens to just being content with being comfortable, you know? So, guys, as I said, this one is getting too much. Guys, can you see my face? I think it's better this way. Shy God, this is so annoying. Sorry, guys. Sun is entering my eyes. I think it's better like this, right? Okay, so I think this is better. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, do not be in so much of a hurry to want to, you know, live above your means, you know, do crazy things, because it's going to definitely put you in a very, very compromising situation, and sometimes it doesn't end well. It doesn't end well. So that said, let me attend to you guys' comments. Pop Salt and Culture said Classic Society 101. Of course. Miracle Chinyere said, is Coca-Cola paying for this advert of ever? My, they're not paying me. Oh. They're not paying me. Don't mind them. Is anyone watching from PH here? Not talking. I'll try to do this. Yes, I'm in Port Harcourt. Christy Barville. Okay, Miracle Chinyere said, I'm writing and deleting. My spelling skill is malfunctioning today. Okay, guys, so I think those are basically some of the very important tips that you need to know on how to survive in Lagos. Trust me, if you put all those things, you know, into consideration, it's definitely going to help you enhance yourself. Your personal growth is going to help you enhance your career. Lagos, as I have said before, it's not a place for the weak. Lagos can break or make you. Yeah. And as I have said, guys, there are so many opportunities in Lagos. So many opportunities in Lagos. You can choose to, you know, follow some of these tips that I have given and definitely to work for you, or choose to want to follow the highway. Okay? And we all know what they say. Following the highway all the time isn't always the best. You know, there's a lot of repercussions that comes with following the highway. So guys, blast me with your questions. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. As I attend to your questions, I'm gonna see if any other point comes to mind, and then I'm gonna share those points with you. Okay. Okay. Who wants to go first? Um, Duper said the sun is getting in, but now it looks dark. But I hope it's okay now because I've actually left the sunny part of my room, so I hope it's no longer dark. Okay. Um, Olamide Joseph said, I am ruminating on starting as a Uber driver in Lagos. Any idea on how to be very successful in that sense? Oh, Olamide, starting off as an Uber driver is a very, very good idea. Okay. If you own the car, trust me, it's going to pay you more if you own the car. If you do not own the car, then my prayer for you is that you meet someone that is not going to be too greedy. Because trust me, I have interviewed a lot of Uber drivers, and a lot of them have told me about how they go into this leasing agreement with someone that owns the car. So when the person gives them the car, they 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 pay the person about 30,000 naira or 35,000 naira every Monday. Then probably at the end of a particular time, they are expected to finish paying, and then maybe they'll collect the car. Something different people have different arrangements. Now Uber driving in Lagos State, it's a very, very good business. Very good business, especially if you have like a 9 to 5 job, and maybe after your work, you are now doing Uber driving. But if you want to do full time Uber driving, it's going to pay you a lot. But it has its pros and cons. Okay. Now, when Uber and Bolt recently came into Nigeria, people weren't much that was doing the business. So those earliest drivers, they made millions out of it. But now the business is sort of saturated. We have a lot of people that are Uber drivers. So now those platforms, they've sort of increased their requirement. Now the thing is, Uber has this system now, Uber and Bolt, anyways. So the drivers rate the riders just as the riders rate the drivers. Okay? If you know any Uber driver, they're going to attest to that fact. The drivers rate the riders just as the riders rate the drivers. Now, if you are a driver and you are not, you don't have a good character, or maybe you are very mean, maybe you're very aggressive, maybe you're very rude, maybe you're very arrogant, maybe you're very insensitive, a lot of riders are going to complain to Uber a lot about you, and they're going to rate you poorly. Now, the sad news is, just as Uber rates drivers poorly for their misconduct, that's the same way that Uber or Bolt also rates riders for misconduct. Okay, and I'll explain that to you. Now, if you're a driver and you want to go into the Uber business, the first and I think preferably best thing for you is that you have your own car. So if you can buy maybe a Toyota Corolla car for a second-hand price, I think it will pay you more than you renting a car from someone, because I can't imagine you paying 30,000 naira every Monday to somebody. Come on, what if you don't have trips? How are you going to survive? Although the Uber business is very, very lucrative, it's very good, because I've spoken to drivers that literally make 300,000 naira in a week from Uber driving. Yes, it happens. And those ones that earn about 300,000 naira personal income, it's because the car belongs to them. So they don't have to pay any 30,000 naira or any amount of money to anybody. So imagine earning 300,000 naira a month from Uber. You're going to remove, let's say, car maintenance and fueling the car. Let's say it will cost you 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira. So I feel like 200,000 naira is still a very, very good money to be making from Uber. Now, the only way you can even be able to make that 200,000 naira or 300,000 naira, as I said, is if the car belongs to you. The second way you can make that kind of money is if you have a very, very good rating on Uber. Now, you can remember, Uber, as an Uber driver, you're rendering service to people. Okay? Now, you need to be able to block your mind from listening to people's insults. Some riders can be very, very rude and uncouth. Okay, so you want to block your minds to all of that and focus on your hustle. Okay, so when you are doing Uber, if you're very good, if you're very nice, if you're very sensitive, and when I say sensitive, not extremely sensitive, but you're sensitive, you're nice, you're very helpful, you're not arrogant, you're not rude, riders are going to be rating you very well. And when they are rating you very well, Uber is going to be taking note of your ratings. Now, while Uber is taking note of your ratings, Let's say the best ratings for any driver on Uber or Bolt is 4.8, 4.9, 5.0. If you have even 4.5, 4.5 is considered as a very, very low rating. So you need to have ratings from 4.8 and above. Now, if you're able to have those high ratings, Uber is going to be giving you a lot of trips. You're going to be getting a lot of trips, very, very good trips. But if you don't have a very good rating, you're not going to get very good trips. You're not even going to have a lot of trips in a day. So that's going to be a very, very downside for you if the car is not yours, because at the end of the day, whether you have trips or not, you have to pay the owner of the car. So Olamide Olamide, the Uber business, it's a very, very good business if you own the car. And my advice to you is, if you've been able to save up money, I would advise you that if you really want to go into this Uber business, you need to buy your own car, because that way it's going to pay you more. Yeah, I know of somebody that did Uber with their own personal car, and after a month they were able to raise like a particular amount of money, and that money they used it to travel to Dubai and or travel abroad, and they relocated. So Uber has changed a lot of lives. And when I say Uber, I mean Bolts and Uber, you know. So it has changed a lot of lives depending on how you use it, depending on how you do it well. And you might be lucky to have a lot of trips to the airport, you know. So those trips that are long distance trips, you tend to make a lot of money as well. Okay, so guys, Olamide, I hope I've been able to answer your question. Um, so the best section rates, Lagos pressure being discharged by Glory. Yes, so Dupe also said, what discouraged me is traffic and fuel consumption. Yeah, those two things, they are very, very crazy in Lagos. Trust me. Traffic traffic is so annoying. Traffic is so frustrating. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Miracle Chinere is asking, what good paying jobs can a graduate of English possibly secure in Lagos? I'm an academia. I'm currently teaching English language in a private school and doing a postgraduate course. Miracle Chinere, do you know that I also studied English language in school? I'm a graduate of English language and literature. Anyways, the good thing about studying English language is you can work anywhere. Now, there are different career paths that you can have as a graduate of English language. Although you have to, if you are an academia, as you said, and you solely want to be in the education sector, you want to work in education, then the only kind of jobs you can get is working in schools as a graduate of English language. But if you want to further your career in other fields as a graduate of English language, I would advise that you take um, skill courses in digital marketing, in digital communication, in social media management, in marketing generally, and also in advertising. Because if you're a graduate of English language, you can work in a media house, you can work in any organization as corporate communications manager or executive. You can work as a digital communications executive. You can also work as a digital marketing exec. You can work as a website backend administrator. You can work anywhere. If you're a graduate of English language, you can work anywhere. The only thing is you need to take extra courses, extra professional courses, you know, in those fields that I have mentioned, just to back it up. Because there's this perception that people that studied English, they are well versed. Because remember, when you study English language, you also study psychology in school, you study an aspect of law, you study an aspect of economics, statistics, you study something out of every different course in the university. Okay, so that's why a lot of organizations, they love employing people that actually study the English language, because they believe you know something out of everything. You've read a lot of books, motivational, you've read historical books, you've read a lot of things, so you're very, very knowledgeable. So all these things I'm saying is, if you want to, you know, remain in the academic world, then you can definitely get a job in a school, in a primary school, in a secondary school, in a university, in different other colleges. You can get a job. But if you want to further your career and not just be restricted or bound to just the academic sector, then, or the educational sector, then my advice is take those extra professional courses to boost your skill set. Yes, take those extra courses, and you'll be fine in Lagos. um Miracle is saying, I asked because I plan to move to Lagos next year. Oh, yes, dear sir. As I have given you those advice, I feel like it's going to help you. These are the things that I did for myself and it worked for me. And that's the same advice that I am giving to you. And I feel like it's going to work. Uchendu, Theresa. Okay, Olamide says, thanks for this wonderful and relieved advice. I do really appreciate. God bless you. God bless you too. And I wish you all the absolute best in your future endeavors in Lagos. Don't let Lagos to swallow you up. You swallow Lagos up. Chendu said, like she is advising, get ready and prepared before moving to Lagos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get ready and be prepared. Now, in Lagos, guys, there are a lot of intimidations. And that, oh, yes, let me make that my point number 7. A lot of things are going to intimidate you. A lot of people are going to intimidate you. Now, people are going to make you feel as if your life is miserable. People, situations are going to make you feel like your life is useless, like you are not trying. But my advice is don't let people get into your heads. I'll give you a for instance. You are 25 years old or you're 30 years old, you relocate to Lagos, and then you get a job in an organization and your boss is 30 years old or your boss is 25. Hey! That is one of the most interesting, let me use the word interesting. That's not the most interesting things that's going to happen to you. So in your head you'll be asking yourself, how can I be a subordinate to my younger brother or my younger sister? It can be very intimidating, but you need to always remind yourself that everybody has a story. The fact that you see a 20-year-old person driving a big car does not mean that the person probably or possibly did some AY and XYZ thing to get to where they got. People have different stories. People have different backgrounds. People have different means of surviving. People have different streams of income. Okay? And my advice is, Enisu, calm down. Your own turn too go come. If it has happened for one person, it will also happen for you. Okay? Try not to be intimidated, especially us women. I don't know why God created us this way. We have this jealousy streaks in us. You relocate to Lagos for the first time and you find yourself in an environment like Lekki, for instance. I like using Lekki as an example because I've actually seen a lot in Lekki, so it's like the easiest advice that comes to me. On the mainland, a lot of people don't even bother, a lot of people don't even care about all of those things. But on the island of Lagos here, you come into this place and as a girl, you are 30 years old or you're 25 and you see like a 21 or 22-year-old girl driving a big car, and then in your mind, oh my god, I must get a car. You don't even know what this girl did or how she got the car. You don't know her struggles, and you are already comparing yourself to the girl. Remember, comparison is a thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of contentment. So, as I said, try not to be intimidated. These things will intimidate you. Lagos will intimidate you. You will see a lot of small boys driving big cars here and there. You will see a lot of people that are rich, that are big. Let those things that you see in Lagos, let it only motivate you to better yourself. Let it only motivate you to work harder. Let it only motivate you to develop several streams of income so that you become a stronger force to reckon with. Let yourself be your only source of competition. Do not allow other people to negatively impact you unconsciously, because sometimes these people don't even know that they're intimidating you. So do not allow yourself to be intimidated. Do not allow yourself to fall into that trap of discontentment. Otherwise, all your hard work, all your patience at getting to where you are is going to go down the drain. Let me see your comments again. Miracle says, Glory is a colleague. Hey, God, though. You're so dramatic. Yes, so I'm a colleague. Alicia says, sorry, this is out of topic, but I would like to come for a trip there. What advice can you give me in terms of visiting beautiful places on a budget? Okay, now you from your comments, it seems like you are based abroad and you want to visit Lagos. Now, what the first advice I will give to you is, first of all, start checking, looking out for cheaper apartments. Places like Echo Hotel is very expensive. Places like Federal Palace Hotel is very expensive. I'm telling you from the perspective of a Nigerian, it's very expensive. Places like Intercontinental Hotel, it's very expensive. All these big hotels, they are very expensive. Okay, so my advice is for you to look for a low budget hotel. Now, even on the island of Lagos, you can get low budget hotels. And you coming into Nigeria to visit for the first time, let's say you want to visit Lagos, I would advise that you make your you stay on the island of Lagos. And the reason is because on the island of Lagos you can easily access a lot of entertainment places. You can easily access a lot of places that are fun to go to. Yeah. You can easily access a lot of good places to have fun. That, let me just put it that way. Also, you stand the chance of not encountering too much traffic. I know I've said it that there's traffic everywhere in Lagos, but the traffic on the island is lesser than the traffic on the mainland. True. Also, as regards budgets, it depends on your class and your taste. Now, for someone like me, if I'm going to come into Lagos for the first time, or if I'm going to travel to a country for the first time, I want to experience everything. I want to taste everything. So if you're that kind of person that has this zest for life, that loves to experiment, that loves to experience things, experience places, I would advise that let your taste guide you. And if you have the money to spend it, go ahead. But if you do not have a very high budget, then I would advise that if you're gonna do, let's say, like 1 week in Lagos, you can budget, let's say, um, hotel accommodation, feeding, and everything. You can budget for 1 week. You can budget, let's say, 300,000 naira. 300,000 naira. And another thing is, a lot of people do not really know this, but you can get an Airbnb apartment or a short let apartment. Okay, you can get a short let apartment. Now there are so many short let apartments that you can get for 20,000 naira per night, or 25,000 naira per night, even on the island of Lagos. So Alicia, my candid advice is, coming into Lagos or Nigeria to come and visit, if you plan on visiting for 1 week, I would advise that you get a short let apartment. Yeah, short let apartments are more cheaper than getting hotels. Yeah. Now, if you get a short let apartment, you are getting an apartment that has a kitchen, that has a washing machine, that has constant electricity. You're getting an apartment that would literally do for you what an hotel would not do for you. So my advice is, get a short let apartment. Okay. Now, when you get a short let apartment, try to familiarize yourself with the local markets, so that you can, and also with the supermarkets around you, so that you can do your own shopping, so that you can cook your own food. But if you want to experience the local food, yeah, you can also go to restaurants, visit restaurants, get food there and eat. Okay. um yeah, so my advice is, for budgets, for 1 week or 2 weeks, 300,000 naira should be able to take care of you. If you get a short let apartment that you'll be paying, let's say, 20K a night, for 1 week, that would be how much? 100,000 naira. Yes, it's cheaper than an hotel. Yeah. So I think that's it basically. 300,000 naira should take care of you for 1 week in Lagos if you are visiting from abroad. Yeah, and the good thing is that currently clubs are closed. So let's say you're traveling in after this pandemic, things won't be too high. Yeah, because I believe that businesses will be trying to recuperate. Businesses will be trying to get back all they've lost during the pandemic. So if you come in after the pandemic, well, you are going to get things sort of cheap and maybe slightly expensive, but 300,000 naira will be enough. Um, Pop Salt and Culture said, kill the ego. Doesn't matter if your boss is 5 and you are 50, knowledge is beyond age, and we need to stop placing self worth on what you do but on who you are. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Angstman said, Miracle, go join police as pro. Okay. Dupe is Miracle is saying thank you, Glory. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Dupe is asking, are there Airbnb in Lagos? Oh, absolutely. My friend has an apartment. My friend is based abroad. So currently, his apartment that he has in Nigeria, I am the host of the apartment. So I am helping my friend to manage his Airbnb apartment. Okay, so Dupe, there are tons and tons and tons of Airbnb apartments in Nigeria, in Lagos. I am a manager of one of such apartments. Okay, so there are so many. So Dupe, if you want to come into Nigeria and you're looking for an apartment, just contact me, send me an email, and I'm definitely gonna hook you up. Okay. um Lagos has good guest houses and Airbnb. So definitely, definitely, definitely. Alicia said, thank you so much. This is my first time. I feel so close to someone through the phone. Totally love your advice. My dear, you're absolutely welcome. Trust me, I will not advise you as a first timer that's coming into Lagos, Nigeria, to go and rent an apartment or rent an hotel room at Federal Palace Hotel or Echo Hotel or Intercontinental Hotel or Radisson Blue. Those are very expensive hotels, and trust me, if you are coming to have fun, the cost of accommodation in those hotels is going to take you nothing less than 500,000 naira for at least a week. Yeah, those hotels are very expensive, and the cost of those hotels per night, it ranges from 50,000 naira to as much as 150,000 naira. And in my own opinion, that is so unnecessarily expensive. Okay, yeah. So I would rather advise you to go for an Airbnb apartment. An Airbnb apartment will pay you more because you have a kitchen, you have a washing machine, you have television, you have cable TV, you have Netflix, you have standard electricity, so you even have free Wi-Fi. So you can literally take care of yourself by yourself. Except you're a lazy person or you just love being pampered, then go ahead, knock yourself out, get an hotel where you can literally get all those things. Okay, so Uchendu says, I'm an academia too. I work in a high-rated private school in Abuja, but trust me, all you have said here are all truth. I had such an encounter with my boss. He is 72 years old. I thank God for wisdom. My dear, trust me, seriously, wisdom is advisable in all of these things. Okay, so guys, this live session is almost 2 hours now. I think this is the time where I have to take questions. So guys, feel free to ask me any question at all, and I will definitely answer your questions. Who wants to go first? Ask me any question right now regarding what I have said, and I will definitely respond to you. Let's go. Guys, I'm hungry. So, as I'm waiting for your comments, let me be chewing my popcorn. Pop Salt and Culture says, well done, Gloria. Super engaging. Thank you very much. I love talking to you guys because you guys are super interesting. And I love the fact that you guys ask a lot of questions. Most of the time, your questions challenge my mind. Your questions challenge my intellect. It makes me think deep. Sometimes most of the questions that you guys ask me, I've never even thought about it. But the fact that you guys ask me those questions, it makes me engage my own self. So I really appreciate the fact that you guys ask me questions. You guys are super amazing as well. Miracle said, we want popcorn too. We want to eat popcorn too. Come and eat, oh, come and eat, oh. Um, so pop song and culture said my question would be off topic, so I'll let this be for another time. No, 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 no. Please go ahead and ask your question. Please go ahead and ask your question, please. Please go ahead and ask your question. Oh, this is off topic actually, guys, but I just want to ask a quick question. How many of you have read this book? Um, The Art of Seduction, 24 Laws of Persuasion. How many of you have read this book? I've had this book with me for the past 1 year now, and I haven't been really bothered to open it and read it because I have another book on persuasion. And trust me, guys, my persuasive skills are out of this world. I can make you buy this popcorn for 500 naira. So don't even try me. So, guys, I heard this book is actually very good, and I recently saw a live interview that someone had with Robert Greene, and he explained a lot of things about the laws of persuasion and all of that. So, guys, if you've read this book, let me know what you think about it right now so that it will ginger me to open it and read. As you can see, the book is still very fresh. I haven't read it, so let me know what you think about the book. So, who is asking a question? Oh my God, Grace Love. Oh, you're just coming, but I am super happy, anyways, that you were able to join my YouTube live. Thank you very much for joining my YouTube live. Thank you very much. I am good, and I hope you're good too. So, guys, I am waiting for your questions. I want to end this live in the next 10 minutes. So, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to ask me any question you want to ask me, and I'll definitely answer you. Okay, so Pop Salt and Culture said, been seeing really interesting videos going around on women selling love trap spells. I'll be doing a full live stream on this tomorrow, but what's your perspective? Honestly, I'm not in support of that. I am not in support of that because I feel like if people want to love you, let them love you naturally. I feel like natural love is the best form of love. God loves us naturally, and that's why, despite our iniquities, despite how filthy we can be, and despite how evil human beings can be, God still finds a way to set us back on track. So, for people to be selling love spells and teaching you how to use those love spells to trap other human beings, for me, I feel like it's very, very evil, and it's like you forcefully taking away the willpower of another human being. It's like you taking away the choice of another person, because to love people is a choice. Yeah, God chose to love us the way he loves us. So, I don't see any reason why another human being should forcefully take people's choice away from them, on how to love. So for me, I've seen those videos that you're talking about, and I do not agree. I do not support those kind of videos. I feel like it's very evil, and I feel like it's very, very selfish. I feel like it's also, all those things also have a very, very deep spiritual meaning that a lot of people do not understand, because the video I actually saw yesterday was this particular girl telling people that, oh, when you buy the love potion, when you buy the love kits, the love set, we are going to do some prayers, we are going to do some spiritual prayers. A lot of people don't understand that some of the spiritual prayers that you are engaging in, they have implications that might not tell on your life and your destiny now. They might possibly tell on your life sooner or later, maybe in the future. So my advice, guys, stay away from all those things. If people are going to love you, they're going to love you for who you are. They're going to love you genuinely. It's not right to force people to love you. Live freely and let people live freely. Give people that benefit of doubt that, oh, there's something about this girl or this guy that we can possibly. Sorry, guys, my internet went off for a bit. Yeah, so as I said, live freely, love freely. It is absolutely wrong and evil and wicked to take away the choice from people to choose to love you or not to love you. Okay? If people don't want to love you, let them go. If people want to love you, let them love you. Do not use any form of talisman or love charms or whatever all those voodoo rubbish to entrap people. For me, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not big on all of those things. So that's my own opinion. Um Miracle said, how to get a good job in Nigeria. People may need to learn this. How to get a good job in Nigeria. My first advice on how to get a good job in Nigeria is number one, get more skills. Sharpen your skill set. Nigeria is not a place where the thing you learnt in university is what you are going to use to work. There are only very few category of people that actually practice what they learn in university. Medical doctors and lawyers. You see those two sets of people, medical doctors and lawyers, they are the only two groups of people that I have seen that are actually practicing what they studied in university. So Nigeria is not a place that gives you that luxury to actually practice what you learned in school. Okay, so get more skills. Get more skills. I just told Miracle Chinyere right now that the fact that you studied English language does not mean that you can only be restricted to the educational sector. By learning digital marketing, learning corporate communications, learning marketing and advertising, you can work anywhere. Okay, so how to get a job in Nigeria? Get more skills. Nigeria, there are a lot of places in Nigeria, so many office environments that you cannot even get into if you do not have certain skill sets. That is why these days on LinkedIn, if you are looking for a job, you will see that on that job advert that you see, they will put job description, skill set, they will put individual skills, soft skills, hard skills, water skills, every kinds of skills. So when I say get more skills, get some professional skills. Professional skills in the sense that you can get certificate or certified skills. Okay, now after getting those kind of skills, learn soft skills, learn etiquette. There are some work environments that you cannot learn if you are not courteous, if you don't know courtesy, if you don't know how to behave in a certain kind of way. So learn those kind of skills as well. And there are schools, there are finishing schools in Nigeria that you can go and learn how to behave yourself in certain work environments. So learn soft skills. And if you don't have the money to enroll in those institutes or institutions, you can learn all those things on YouTube and on Google, even on LinkedIn. There are so many LinkedIn courses on how to learn certain skills. There are skills on how to speak. There are skills on how to communicate in organizations. There are skills on how to respond to emails in organizations. Because trust me, in organizations in Nigeria, a lot of organizations, especially those organizations that have that they call blue collar jobs, they communicate mostly with emails. So if you do not know how to communicate with email, you have a problem. You will fall into a lot of problems. There are ways. Do you know that still now a lot of people don't even know how to communicate with emails in organizations? Emails put people in trouble in organizations, and emails also save people in organizations. My friend was teaching me the other day that in an organization when you are working, synchronize your email to your laptop and always archive your emails to your laptop or to your phone. The reason is because when you join an organization newly, this is a secret I'm telling you guys, it's an open secret anyways. When you join an organization newly, okay, now this is what happens. They give you an email address that the company created for you. Now what happens is that that company has control over everything that goes in and out of that email that you have. They have control. Forget the fact that you have a password. They have control over it. They can choose to shut down that email right now from their own server, or they can choose to leave it open for you. Okay, so what happens is that there are some sensitive information that can be going through your email back to back with your bosses or with your colleagues and all of that, to be on the safe side so you don't get into trouble. If there's any situation that might possibly put you in trouble, save your emails on cloud. Save your emails to just archive your emails. My friend was telling me that he literally archives his emails to his laptop and to cloud. Save your emails. You need to learn all these things, and all these things, these are knowledges. Knowledge, did I say knowledges? These are information that are readily available on Google. So guys, learn all these things. So as I said, one of the major tips on how to get a job in Nigeria: get more skills. Hard skills, soft skills, certifications, get more skills. Okay, now after that, How do you get a job in Nigeria? Network. Networking is key. If you do not network, work will not come and look for you inside your house. Network. Another way to get a job in Nigeria is what? Clean up your CV, your resume, clean it up. Anything that you have learned in this life, it is a skill, it is an experience. Clean up your resume. And also, a lot of people make that mistake of you are looking for a job as an advertising agent, and then your CV is reading, oh, you have educational qualification, you have educational experience, you have educational experience, you have educational experience. Trust me, there is a very slim opportunity that you are going to get that job. And the reason is because when employers put out a job opening that they are looking for, let's say an advertising executive or a marketing executive, and you send in your CV, and on your CV what you have is, oh, you taught as a secondary school teacher, they can employ you because you have that skill of communication. But then on the other hand, they're actually looking for people that have actually worked in that field. Okay, so how are you going to remedy the situation? Your skills that you've been able to acquire is what is going to help you, is what is going to help you salvage the situation. Okay, so get more skills, as I said, network, and also brush up your CV. Tailor your CV according to the job that you are applying for. That is the best way to put it. Okay, and another way to also get a job in Nigeria is get more skills. Another way to also get more a job in Nigeria is network. In Nigeria, this anybody that is telling you no, this thing does not work, that person does not like you. I will tell you personally. Know people that knows 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 people. Know people. When you know people, you easily get things to happen for you. And this is not me removing the God factor of it, okay? God is the ultimate person that helps people to get jobs in Nigeria. But while God is up there opening doors for you, those doors that God is opening for you will be useless if you do not have skills, if you do not network, okay? But basically skills, because God might open doors for you to get a job, but if you don't have the technical know-how or the non-technical know-how to run that job, then you won't survive on that job. Okay, so those are the tips that I have on how to get a job in Nigeria. Pop Salt and Culture said facts, get more skills. Absolutely, get more skills. Get more skills. I cannot overemphasize on that enough. Get more skills. Elisa said, do you know what or where Namibia is? Pop Salt and Culture says Namibia is in East Southern Africa. Southeastern. Okay, honestly, I don't know because I have never been there and I haven't bothered to check. But I'm glad Pop Salt and Culture has answered you. Guys, did you hear all that noise and the silence? My security man has been pumping water, so the noise not be here. Just got this peace and quiet right now. Alicia said, I'm happy someone knows where it is because most of my Nigerian friends don't know what or where it is. I'm one of those people. Which I find funny because I'm sure we all had geography. My dear, it's not everybody that actually had geography in school. Alicia, it's not everybody, and that's why Nigeria is so different. And the way I grew up in secondary school, people that actually studied geography, there are those people that are in science class. Which is very, very funny, but that is how it is on this part of the world. Okay, so it's not everywhere that actually did geography. People that actually know the geography of the world are actually people that have personal or special interest in learning all of those things. Miracle Chinere said, oh, you mean PRO? Okay. Odysseus is saying, at Alicia, that's where Frankie Fredericks is from, the best all-time 200-meter sprinter in Africa. Ooh, okay. That is a lot of information. Me, I don't know. Like I said, I know things, but I don't know all things. But Odysseus, thank you so much for that information. I just learned something anyways. Miracle Chinyere says, get more skills. Yes, get more skills. Network. This one is for me. I haven't been doing this. Miracle Shinyere, start networking. Network. You need it. Um, Odysseus said, Alicia, you will be amazed by how many people don't know where some African countries are or whether it resides in Africa at all. Exactly. And as I said, it takes people that have special interest in that kind of information. Okay. So for someone like me right now, because I haven't been traveling, I will not even bother thinking of where some countries are. But the day I wake up one morning and decide that, okay, I want to travel around the world, then that day I will go on Google and I will start researching. So a lot of people, it's not really like a do or die information that they want to have. It only comes to them as at the point where it's actually necessary for them. um Hanksman said many Nigerians don't know anything about the police. Of course, you're very correct. Of course. Odysseus said if anyone is interested, go to the following website to get some professional skills: www.udemy.com. There are some free professional skills on that website. You just need to do your research. Odysseus, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I was really like, it totally skipped my mind that I was going to give this website. And funny enough, guys, I told you guys that I learned how to edit my videos. I learned how to do some Adobe Premiere editing on that same Udemy website. And my amazing friend sent me this same website, and that was where I learned most of my skills. So guys, the website, most of the courses there are very free. Some of the courses are not free, so look out for the free courses and take those courses. And the good thing is, after taking those courses, if you want them to send you a physical hard copy certificate, you just have to pay, let's say, $20 or maybe $50 to get it, which is very, very cheap in my opinion. So guys, go to www.udemy.com and take any professional course that you want. But before taking those courses, research about those courses, research about why you need those courses, so that you don't just take a course that you don't need. Okay. Pop Salt and Culture says Namibia is beautiful. I have never been to Namibia, and I hope to go to Namibia one day, travel around the world one day. Pop Salt and Culture said that's terrible. In Cameroon, you learn this in primary school, but Nigerian public schools are scary. They don't teach a lot. I thought it was just history, but see, the only way I was able to learn history was because in secondary school I was in art class. In university, I studied English language and literature. And English language as a course, it constitutes a lot of historical lessons. You learn about the history of English from Europe, history of the English in America, history of the English in the French colonies. You learn all those things. And that's why people that study English, they are very, very knowledgeable about a lot of things. They're very, very versatile. So geography is not like a must to have course in Nigeria. No, you only learn geography when you are in science class in Nigeria. I don't know if that has changed now, but I know that is what it is. So that goes to show you how the educational system in Nigeria is messed up. It's really messed up. Udemy and Coursera courses are bae. This is from Pop Salt and Culture. But I'm a LinkedIn learning babe. Only problem is you have 1 month free and pay after. Oh, definitely, yeah. And Pop Salt and Culture, I'm super excited that you're this knowledgeable about these things, yeah. And it's going to really, really go a long way to help you, to enhance you. It's going to prepare you for that new job that you're looking at having. So guys, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm expecting a lot of you to open up your laptop and start looking out for courses on LinkedIn or Coursera or Udemy. There's also another website. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the name, but Allison is another website. Yeah, you can learn a lot. My late brother, before he died, he actually got a degree or a certificate, a professional certificate in one of those law courses, and he got a first class in it. So it really pained my family, when we lost him, because he had always wanted to study law, because he studied mechanical engineering, studied computer science, studied programming, and then he wanted to also study law, and he did that on Allison, and he got the first class. So that's by the way, guys. So all those websites that we have mentioned, guys, go ahead, check out those websites and start getting those skills today. You need those skills. um eBay Faith, you are late. Oh, this live that we have been doing since 2 hours ago. But anyways, you're welcome. Pops Art and Culture, good info, Glory. Thank you so much. Christy said, Glory, I'm also doing English language and literature. Woo! This is quite interesting. Wow. Anyways, that's good news. Guys, I have talked and talked and talked. It's as if my throat wants to start swelling up. I need to go and eat. I haven't had food all day because I went grocery shopping. I am super exhausted. So guys, this is where I'm gonna end this YouTube live. Today's YouTube live was super amazing, guys. I love the fact that we're able to share knowledge because I learned from you guys, and I'm sure you guys learned something from me as well. Odysseus, Pop Salt and Culture, Miracle Chinyere, Grace Love, Dupe Omiwade, Adeniran Tosi, eBay Faith, Christy, Alicia, Hanksman, who again, no, Ochendo, Theresa, I've mentioned Hanksman, Olamide Joseph. To all of you that contributed to making this YouTube live very interesting and very lively and engaging, thank you guys so much. You guys are simply amazing. Pop Salt and Culture, you mentioned that you're going to do a YouTube live regarding the love thingy tomorrow. I'm going to check out your YouTube channel and make sure that I join. Okay, I look forward to seeing who you are and also listening to your own line of thought as well. So guys, feel free to join our own YouTube live. Thank you guys so much. What did she say? Password and Culture says, oh wow, may he rest well and continue to guide you. Thank you so much. Thumbs up the stream, people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pop Salt and Culture, I do live every Sunday. Okay, oh, that's amazing. I'm definitely gonna see your live tomorrow. Okay guys, thank you guys so much. This is the part where I say have an amazing weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you guys next week Saturday. Don't forget guys, YouTube live stream with Frankly Speaking with Glory happens every Saturday by 3 p.m. Let's make it a date. And remember guys, I'm going to continue giving my BB Niger reunion updates Mondays to Thursdays, every Monday to Thursday. And Saturdays YouTube live 3 p.m. and aside the BB Niger reunion show, I also do a lot of I also put out a lot of videos every day. I put out videos every morning before 12 p.m. from 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. I put out videos every day. And on Sunday evenings, I put out videos in the evenings as well. So guys, let's make it a date. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow evening's video, the Mercy and EK show. I'm going to be doing a review. I wonder what amazing thing those two people are going to be dishing us tomorrow. Chai. Awa. Okay guys, have an amazing day. Bye. 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 Bye.